the correct way to eat a cinnamon in a roll.
Yo, what the food is that? What am I looking at? It looks like a double-double douche was dropped inside your mac and cheese dishes. Please don't be putting all those beans on my pizza and lasagna. Got me begging on my knees. Yo, what the food is that? A deep-fried heart attack. Type 2 diabetes on a stick with candy-coated double chin setting in. What you gonna do when your poor little cankles can no longer support you? Smells like cholesterol and shame up in here. Man, it's rancid. Is that boiled pig feet? I'm gonna be sick. Yo, what the food is wrong with you? Just tell me why you do the things you do, like coating chicken wings in purple goo and turning perfect meat into a nightmare straight from Lovecraft. The cheese-covered Swiss rolls will fuse to your back fat. Yeah, what the food? Tell me what you gonna do. Are you gonna eat the pizza with the special toppings too? Yes, it's been revealed and it turned into a spectacle. Now don't start tripping, it's just a juicy testicle. What the food is that? A frosted coated glass. What the food am I supposed to do with something that's as dumb as that? Wait a minute, now I see it. This is just a waste of space. Take a step back and get your salmon vodka out my face. You can't tell me people actually eat this. It's gotta be illegal. What even is that? Ugh. Oh, what the food? What did I just walk into? Chocolate emerald pickles with a heaping side of fragrant grue, coupled with the texture of the double sardine chocolate bread. Kinda makes me wish that this morning I had woke up dead. Can you even classify that as food? Isn't poisoning someone for internet fame illegal? What the food, man? Hail, and welcome to What the Food. It's bottoms up. It's our drink special, ladies and gentlemen, and if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, it's going to be an interesting time. Welcome, welcome. Let's say hi to the chat real quick. The people who keep the show going. Toxic Man Flu at 2 hours ago says, let's do this. Wait, damn time zones. Yeah, that happens, bro. That happens sometimes. And then, of course, we have the amazing mod that is Vince Womack. He literally showed up and dropped every single link to every single thing that I've ever done, apparently, in less than, like, 2 seconds. It was insane. He was just like, wow, there's 12, 15 links. Some crazy shit like that. He says, I like to make an entrance. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, sir. And of course, our good friend Christian Delorme. He says, yes, sir, I've been screaming for this for months. Thank you, Corey. Yes, he has. He's actually been asking for this for a long time now. He says, hey, little brother, what's up, man? It took me a while to get back to this, and I'm not going to lie. Tonight's one of those... I've got like 32 images of drink stuff that probably shouldn't exist. All right? But we're going to go over it anyway, because, man, you're going to be like, that is quite the apéritif. Très bon. Anyway. Yeah. Vince says, it's quite fitting today because I screwed up with cooking today. But this is a drink show, so no story from me. Okay, well, next week we expect some then. Yeah, what's up? He says, hope all the links are still up to date. Well, honestly, this is a good time to be honest with people. You know, I don't do Odyssey anymore. I don't do Twitch anymore. And I don't do... What is the other one? I think that's it. The Odyssey and Twitch. Don't bother with those. Those don't even exist anymore. But anyway, I have a good friend popping in now. I have a friend on the panel now. I've been missing this man. I'm often mean to him. But say hello to our good friend, Culture Casino. Hello. I think you're muted, bro. Or did I mute myself? Do I have sound? No, I have sound. He doesn't have sound. All right. Uh, it's fantastic to see Culture Casino. Once we can hear him, it'll actually be,
Can you hear me now?
yeah. Hey,
Okay,
buddy.
excellent. Hey, yeah, no, it's great to see you, and you're not mean to me. Yeah, it's been a while. I had a medical emergency take me out for a little bit, so I've been working
Yeah.
my way
How
back to the
how are
world.
you
So.
feeling, sir?
Extraordinary. Yeah, I'm way better, way much more better.
Good.
I should be back to doing the evening shows here in the future. But is it Rumble you were thinking of that you don't do, or do you do Rumble
No,
still?
I do still do Rumble. I'm just
Okay.
behind on my uploads because I wasn't willing to pay the $500 a year that StreamYard is now asking.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I'm thinking about transitioning over to OBS, but it's a little bit more intensive than StreamYard, but it doesn't cost me $500 for the
Doesn't.
features.
Yeah. Do you know what also doesn't cost you money? Or at least I don't think costs you money. Rumble Studio. They have their own studio.
Oh, they have
can
their own studio now?
Yeah, and
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
and
Okay.
you can actually go out to other platforms, not just Rumble. So
Oh, so I could use Rumble Studio to shoot it over to YouTube.
yeah,
That would be fantastic. All right, I'll have to look into that. I had no idea.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously, it's been a while since
OBS
I've done streaming.
you can reconfigure OBS to do multiple outlets at the same time, but
Yeah.
I never bothered to figure that out, and I probably don't have the brain power anymore to do it. So
Oh, it's all good.
I use I use OBS to actually record my videos now. I don't even bother
okay.
with anything else. Yeah, unless I'm going to have a guest like you're having right now. So
All right. Well,
Anyway.
welcome, sir.
yeah, yeah. What do you got today?
Today
Aside
we're doing
from,
the drink special.
Drinking. Oh boy. Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
we've-
doing that. So
No, but I'll tell you, it's I start with a breakfast menu and then I work my way through the
Oh, okay.
aperitifs and then into the post dinner nightcaps. One specifically that Brahma Bull would be really into.
ooh. Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
oh yeah. Oh, hail to the snail! It's the snail messiah. He says, "Don't believe him. He has a beard."
I do have a beard.
Yes. And Christian Delorme says, "Great content, great hair, and great guy."
Good to see you, Christian.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here. Honestly, I'm just happy to be anywhere. So
Hell yeah.
things could have gone much differently that day. So I'm glad to be here. So
All right.
but,
So, what do you usually have for your? Do you have morning coffee?
oh, tons of coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I prefer a Kona blend if I can get it. But I like rich flavors in the morning. So Sumatra stuff like that.
so
those are
it's safe to say that you're not much of an Americano drinker.
No,
Watered down
I mean I
espresso.
will if I have to. I mean I'll have an espresso if I have to. A lot of it just depends. Like if I'm in a hotel and I'm being brought things, an espresso is kind of nice to have.
Yeah.
So,
So for those of you not aware of what an Americano is, it's the cafe Americano. It's an Italian drink made by diluting espresso with hot water, typically on a 1-to-3 ratio.
Yeah.
Now, I can understand how some people could like this. I kind of like my coffee as a sweet motor oil, nice and thick and black,
All right.
with a touch of sugar to make sure that I don't, throw up because of the bitterness. But this first wake up in the morning is in case the espresso doesn't have enough caffeine for you. You can always do the Baja Blast Americano.
Ooh, hoo.
Yes, and you start by putting the Baja Blast into the bottom of the cup here. You pour the espresso on the top, and of course you have your nice round ice cube or ice chunk to put in there.
Sure. Sure.
Vince Womack says it's 0:40 here, and I'm still drinking coffee. Yeah, that's about the time that I will have a cup of coffee as well, honestly. 12:40 a.m. Hail to TZ Burton. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
For some reason, YouTube deleted your earlier live chats, and so I'm just going to say I agree with the no on the cricket latte. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Would you try this Baja Blast Americano?
Probably. I mean, I'll give almost everything a shot one time. The problem is that I would be questioning the health benefits of this if there were any.
Indeed.
Because
That's where I go too.
I think this might be unhealthy. I could be wrong.
It might be. And there might just be enough caffeine in that to replace an EpiPen on someone having an allergic reaction. Because holy shit,
That's a lot of
if that doesn't get your adrenaline pumping, man.
Yeah,
Nothing.
espresso is a jolt enough for me. It's a great way to start, a day with a European breakfast. And again, I'm a big fan of the Italian products. So espresso, I'm a huge fan of. But
Yeah, I like espresso as well. And by the way, people, it's espresso, not espresso.
yeah, there's no X in there. It's
There's no
espresso.
X. And yeah,
There is
I'll be
there
back
is an X in Nespresso.
Nespresso.
Nespresso. Yeah. You remember when George Clooney was trying to peddle that bullshit to the Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's been so many things that have come and gone over the years.
I'm just saying.
Well, maybe you like a little bit more meat to your coffee in the morning.
Well, that'll put hair on your nose.
We've got this. This is the
Oof.
beefy latte.
Oof.
And of course, the latte is poured directly into a cut of some kind of meat. I'm assuming it's beef. It could be pork. Not 100% sure. Based on that guy's face, I'm going to go with it's probably beef. And that guy almost looks like an imitation Gary. But,
Yeah.
I'm glad that we can't hear what he's saying right now. I'm sorry. But, cinematography on that's shoddy as well. But would you drink your beef latte?
Yeah, like I said, I'll give everything a shot one time. This doesn't appeal to me though. I would feel like the natural juices of the beef might be an issue.
Yeah. I would agree with that. It might make it go down a little smooth with all the grease, but then other flavors might contrast not so well with the
Yeah, I don't necessarily look
latte.
for. Yeah, I'm not looking for Rob Thomas with my coffee, so I don't care about how smooth things go down.
Vince says gonna need something strong to get that heart pumping in the morning.
Oof. Yeah.
What the food?
What the food? What's up, Mr. Womack?
Yeah.
Not the correct way to
That is not the button I meant to push. I'm gonna remove that from stage. Holy shit.
That was loud.
Why was that even there?
Don't
Goodness
know.
gracious.
Don't know.
But yeah, hey chat, would you drink a beef latte like that?
Here's a weird thing. Like, if they could solidify coffee so that I could eat it, I would eat coffee.
I actually know people that take espresso grounds that have been ran through one time,
Yeah.
and then they'll turn it into a puck. And
really?
then they'll eat it with a little bit of whipped cream or something on the top.
Oh.
They'll just straight up eat it. And I could never bring myself to do it. I like it. I like roasted espresso beans, but I can't eat the grounds for some reason. It's just a little bit much.
Yeah, the grounds are a little rough. I would
Yeah.
be choking on stuff like that. I don't know
Seriously.
about that. Yeah. I mean, chewing on a cocoa bean, I get that. I understand that. Or cocoa leaves. But I'll just say if those are available.
If you need a stimulating experience.
Yeah. Your lips might feel a little funny after that, but
Indeed. Yeah. So Vince says that it's a big no from him.
oh.
Man.
Well, I mean, look, if you've never sucked the marrow out of a shank bone,
yeah.
it's again, it's where it's definitely a what the food item.
Yeah.
You
Definitely so. Hail to Nate D. He says, "Hail Corey, a rare
What up?
chance for me to catch a stream."
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice to be back streaming, and I'm glad that you could catch it, bro. Especially since we're doing our aperitif special, get that appetite going with some drinks. TZ Burton says, "My blood is coffee." Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I drink a lot of coffee too, honestly.
If anybody here catches the 6 Minute Daily, the giant mug is all coffee, and I fill that puppy up twice.
That is a lot.
That's a
You
lot.
fill it up twice?
Yeah, yeah. That is
That is a lot, bro.
That's culture's morning wake up. So.
Oh, TZ Burton says, sorry, culture, I forgot to say hi.
Hey, buddy. I saw you. I said hi.
And Snail Messiah says, R.I.P. Chipmunk. Okay. I don't know what that means, bro. See, I try not to laugh at stuff like that because I'm like, is this some random streamer that just died and nobody knew about it? Or like, what is going on right now? Like, R.I.P. Chipmunk. Did you run one over, Snail Messiah? Is that what you did? Are you killing innocent little rodents?
CHIPMUNK. We're the Chipmunks. Sorry, that's a song. Anyway, no, I didn't. Is there a streamer named Chipmunk? I mean,
oh, Chipmunk was the guy that. Oh yeah, that's right. Chipmunk was the fat guy that does the. That's not the correct way to eat a cinnamon and then roll. At the beginning of the. Yeah, he was hilarious. He was hilarious. He did die, and for sure, R.I.P. I'm pretty sure it was weight related. That's not to be snide. It's just was not a healthy man.
I've noticed that a lot of the body positive folks are not sticking around very long lately.
Yeah. It's a slight decrease on the life expectancy there. Christian Delorme says, honor and duty above all except whores, drinks, and pickup drinks. You've been on the sauce a little bit there, Christian. He's probably celebrating the fact that his son got home from deployment after 6 months. And congratulations, my friend. It's good to hear that. Yeah. Nate D says, enough beer tonight. I'll eat any monstrosity you can present.
There you go.
That's fair.
Yeah. Did you hear did you hear the kid that was questioning why there's all these holes in this house? Why is this guy singing about? Yeah, why is this guy singing about all the holes in the house, Mommy? There's some holes in these house. There's some holes in this house.
I'm not familiar with that.
Wow. Okay, that's
you can find it and send it
reference.
Send it to me.
It's a good joke based on a song.
So, all right.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Our next one is another take on a coffee beverage with a little bit of meat to it. It's called the Glizzy Latte. It's nice and drippy. Yeah. So we'll just run into how they make a Glizzy Latte. First, you take and cook your hot dogs, and then you soak them in milk for a while. Yeah, and then you strain the milk. It's probably heavy cream, actually. And then, so it's basically... The hot dog is also a straw. Yeah. In case you guys missed it, I mean, we could just go over this one more time. Brown them, smush them, soak them in cream or milk, strain it out, put some ice in there and some coffee, and mix it up with your cooked hot dog, and then boom. There it is. It's certainly different. Yes, indeed. Vince Womack says, hint, it's not holes. Okay. Snail Messiah immediately screams no on the Glizzy Latte. Yeah, Vince Womack began vomiting.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. Yeah.
And then he goes, Snail Messiah says, you always do this to me, Corey. You start off all nice and then it turns to sadness and anger. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
This is just,
I live to serve.
Look, this is the Milo special. This is the Milo Giannopoulos special right here, using a meat straw.
That drip, though. I mean, everybody talking about drip these days. Ain't nobody got a drip on this Glizzy Latte. Oh man,
it's not okay.
Nate D says, kind of gay. Kinda, just a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, so you don't like the lattes. with the hot dogs. How about just a straight up, you know what? I'll just let this one speak for itself. Yeah, we'll just watch. This person is kind of stupid, but you know, I want you to be the judge on what they decide to do here. Yeah, so they cooked hot dogs and now they're throwing them in a blender. You know, they're just and now it's a nice paste that they put into their coffee filter and then their coffee pot. And then that's literally just hot dog flavored water. And then with a little relish and mustard and ketchup.
Unsubscribe. No.
Don't unsubscribe from here. YouTube will do that for you.
Yeah, don't do that, dude. Double check you're still subscribed. It could happen even in the middle of a stream.
Seriously.
They could decide you no longer like Corey, and you're going to be like, I like Corey.
Speaking of the glizzy dogs, Vince says, is this a video from the CIA about new torture methods? Basically. And about, you guys wouldn't like the hot dog flavored water? Nate D says, what the food? And Snail Messiah says, nothing like a hot dog tea after a stressful day at the office. Indeed. Helps me unwind to suck down weenie juice.
Okay. I don't know.
Anyway, Vince says, there are truly some sick people out there. Yes. Yes, and thanks to the internet, we all get exposure. Isn't it fantastic? You can tell by Culture's face that he's in love with the idea of this. I mean, honestly, yeah, you put the hot dog paste into your coffee maker, and then you run the hot water through it, and you get hot dog flavored water, and you just, you spice it up to your liking. However it is. You like to do things. That's how you do it.
This might possibly be the grossest thing I've seen today.
Oh, wait, just wait, buddy.
No.
Snail Messiah says, you are a man of culture and refined taste. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, then fine. We'll move on to something that's a little bit more, it's healthier, all right? It starts out with an espresso cup and some butter. Yeah. If you really like some creamy coffee, this is the way to go. All right, there it is. Yummy. Would you like a butter latte? It's full of creamy goodness. Tasty. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that just so appetizing, Culture?
Well, so as somebody who used to drink keto coffee, I would take like a quarter stick of butter and put it in my coffee instead of cream.
Wow.
So that was back.
Why not use heavy whipping cream at that point, bro?
The good old days.
Man. Vince Womack says, honestly, most stuff that has to do with hot dogs is a no for me. I like to make my own sausages. Yeah. I would if I could, but alas, I have no equipment to do that. Nate D says, that doesn't tickle my fancy. I don't like a fancy tickle. I don't fancy a tickle. Oh, but I don't fancy a tickle. Well, why not, bro? Everybody loves tickles. Especially when it tickles your pickle. No? Want the food, man. All right. Snail Messiah says, I would like a butter latte. Yes, basically just a latte with concentrated milk. Yes, but no. All right. I don't think I could actually drink that. They don't give us very much of a look at it. But there you go. Apparently this is a keto coffee. Which makes me question many things. Is keto keeping the butter industry alive?
It helps. I mean, look, if you're looking for a high quality, healthy fat, as long as you stay away from the poison butters out there.
Poison butters?
Yeah.
You mean that stuff that's practically plastic?
Well, that's margarine, and that is plastic. Oleo was essentially a resin. I mean, it's a 2-part resin. Anyway, regardless, no, I mean, the keto coffees are delicious. A quarter stick of butter, and I absolutely loved starting my day with that. Now I'm getting into the 85% or higher cacao cocos.
I love dark chocolate,
Yeah,
but I need it to be salted. I like salted dark chocolate.
I don't need it.
Kinda
I don't need
European
any.
like that.
I don't
I
need
like
any
salted
salt.
chocolates.
Yeah, salted caramel.
I like salted chocolate. I don't like salted licorice though. Anyone who likes salted licorice, I question your sanity.
It's kind of weird. I mean, you already have enough of a bite especially in a black licorice. So.
Yep.
And some people just can't hang with licorice at all, which is odd. So
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of traditional licorices. I like the imitation licorices, like the pull and peels. Those are delicious.
Yeah, I mean, scratch and sniff.
Twizzler pull and peels are so good. Okay. Let's see. Vince says people on the keto diet put what culture said.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of butter.
Yeah, butter. But look, I mean, if you want to be on keto, you got to buy butter, bacon, and avocado. Those are the things you love.
Vincent Womack says, from what I've observed, keto without exercise doesn't do much. Well, any diet without proper exercise doesn't do much.
No, you need to do something.
Yeah.
I have been losing weight like crazy, because I'm not allowed to eat. But yeah,
that sucks, bro.
No, I'm to be fair, I'm about as healthy as I've been in a while since I actually came off of keto. Keto was one of the healthiest diets I was ever on. Of course, I was at the gym twice a day for at least 2 hours at a stretch, so I was pretty fit. At one point in time, I was carved out of wood. So I would say I got very far afield from that prior to recent events. So we'll get back to the point where I'll be carved out of wood again and going shot for shot with Bourbon Boy. So we'll see how that goes one day.
Indeed, sir. Here's to a quick recovery for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm already bouncing back pretty quickly. So
Hell yeah.
I'm good. So
Finn says, I have an attachment for my mincer that makes sausage. Ooh, that's tasty.
there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Literal
GZ
mincemeat.
Burton says that the hot dog drink, referring to the glizzy latte, probably is the official Dick's Division drink.
There you go.
That's right.
Love it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and probably
glizzy
so does
latte.
Comics. Comics loves any kind of meat stick, from what I've heard.
Oh, I bet he does.
I'm just saying.
Snail Messiah says, here's a chocolate hack for you. Coffee with a spoonful of cacao, tall latte glass
Nice.
of coffee, has a wonderful chemistry when they mix. It can actually lift your mood. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I have to tell you, I've had that before, and yes, it's lovely.
Yeah,
And I'm a huge
enjoy
fan
that.
of very dark chocolate, very very dark chocolate. So, in fact, I have
to have super dark chocolate paired with a fruit of some kind, like raspberry. That's just me, though.
You're a sweet guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So you would like the frozen blueberry dessert that I make. So
I love anything blueberry. I even love regular blueberries without sugar, though. A lot of people put that off because they're like, it's too tart. I'm like, no, it's delicious.
I would probably give you one because I actually have a blackberry bush on the side of the house, and cacao with blackberry is
that would be delicious.
really good. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Butter
GZ
coffee,
Burton
yeah.
says butter coffee is for Melanie Mack.
Yes, she's 100%. She's a butter lover. She is somebody who gets it. Look, though, those kinds of fats, especially from butter, butter is one of the easiest conversions to ketones that your body can make. And ketones replace, sugar, in your blood sugar. So ketones are your pal. They also are, obviously, they don't create an insulin resistance problem in your body, and they don't feed fat in the same way, so you get rid of a lot of the viscous, unhealthy fat. So that's why keto works, is because it doesn't feed the insulin response in your body. So
I did not know that.
yeah.
I learned something new every day, and today it was brought to you by Culture Casino.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Snail Messiah, bringing down the mood a little bit, says, I don't feel happiness as such. Maybe I feel it for a second every year. Such strong coffee and cacao blend, I can actually feel it for maybe 4 seconds, a couple of times a year.
There you go.
There you go.
And I understand that. I do. But what brings me joy every day is all of you. It's a strange feeling, a wonderful response.
Indeed.
From the chat. I get what a lot of people get from likes, from just hanging out with the chat. So, what's that called? That's a brain chemical. You should know that, Corey.
Yeah, I'm not exactly in thinking mode today there, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
my brain's kind of partially shut off. I'm thinking about
okay.
nasty food stuff and...
Yeah, well, I've noticed.
Oh, just wait. The next one's even better. But before we move on, Vince says, doesn't cacao contain cocaine or something like that? You have to process it, and we're not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, I can't tell you what you'd have to filter it through and how much diesel fuel is required and all the other steps that it takes. I mean, you are using coffee filters, by the way, for that processing.
A little bit, yeah.
But I mean, it takes like 3 different petroleum products to get there. So it's not exactly like the processing isn't super healthy on top of the end result. So
Right. Yeah. Nate D says, get the butter. Marlon Brando.
There you go.
He did love his butter, didn't he? TZ Burton says, Culture, my wife understands ketones.
Yeah.
She's giving you an air hug.
Thank you. Yeah.
Vincent Womack says, nope, just look it up. Cocaine is extracted from the leaves of this type of cocoa plant. Okay.
No, I mean,
that's Vince for you. He's all like, I don't know. I'm going to research it.
It takes a lot of processing, though. And one of the steps is diesel.
Species. Yes, indeed. He says, we enjoy 85% dark chocolate.
That's good.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
That's the best. 85 or higher. The higher the percentage, the better it is for you. If you want to rebuild structures like the ladders in your genes, it's part of the. Hang on, I know these terms. I talk about them regularly. What is that called? The strings that you get from the youthful versions of your genes. Oh goodness, what is wrong with my brain today? I know these things.
Your stem cells?
Stem cells, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny because I talk about stem cell regeneration all the time because purple potatoes actually help build at a chain level.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try purple potatoes. How are
purple
those?
potatoes? They're delicious. If you keep them largely intact, especially with the skins on, which keeps the anisetin or whatever it is, which is a natural antioxidant that they're incredibly rich in. But from a base level, they do help with stem cell regeneration, as does cacao. Cacao has been medically proven the higher the concentration of the chocolate to regenerate stem cells. That's why I go with the super high cocoa.
Hell yeah. So, we're going to move to our title drinks.
Oh, boy.
You have a maggot Americano and a grasshopper latte. Where do you think this is?
Colombia?
That's a good guess. Hey, chat, where do you think you would be able to get something like this? TZ Burton says, we eat purple potatoes and yams. Nice. Snail Messiah says, better than the sausage latte. Vince says, interesting. I'm putting 85% chocolate on the shopping list now. Nice. And then he follows up with, this is in France. Okay, that's an interesting guess. TZ Burton says, Thailand. Wow. Yeah, Nate D says, language looks French. Yeah, well, that's incredibly misleading because it's actually from China. Yep, that's right. The maggot Americano and the grasshopper latte at the cafe in pure Yunnan, China. T.A.L. Yeah, Yunnan. Yeah, would you like one? Eat bugs and be happy?
No.
No?
No, but I think it'd be fun to force some of those WEF mother truckers to drink these things.
Yeah, look how juicy that looks. So tasty.
Seems pretty gross to me. Why? So how much more grosser are we getting? Because
well, actually, right now we're going to step it back.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Vince Womack says, Glass says, don't forget me. Alrighty. In French. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
En français.
TZ Burton says, it comes with a side of bat flu. No, bat flu. Anyway. So yeah, the next one's not as bad. So these are Eggo coffees. Okay, these are like instant coffee K-cup things that you can put in. You have maple syrup flavor, blueberry flavor, and cinnamon toast flavor. Oh, and chocolate chip. That's right. And vanilla.
And none of these, and then here's the problem I have with this stuff. We already have recently discovered just how much not food things are. This has got to be even less food thing.
Oh, you don't think this is a nice, healthy alternative to just a black cup of coffee?
No.
Why not? I mean, it's blueberry and waffles and maple syrup. I mean, they totally put all that stuff in the coffee, right? It's naturally sourced flavors.
No. No, man. Can you
But
imagine?
I hear this is really good for people with diabetes.
No.
No? Damn.
No, I don't.
People have been lying to me all over the place.
Yeah.
It's Keurig compatible.
By the way, brew a whole pot of coffee, you lazy plastic consuming crazies. I mean,
Right.
You worried about microplastic. Yeah, I'm going to fire up one of these K-cups on this Keurig. It's a good plan.
You mean that you don't think it's a great idea to run piping hot liquid through a thin plastic thing, like cup or whatever, to get your coffee in the morning? You don't think that's not healthy? Really?
No, I think you're adding a dose of microplastics to your brain every time you fire something.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows that microplastics are stored in the balls, okay? So, have you heard that? Have you heard about the microplastics?
I don't think that I'm going to provide storage locations for microplastics. Try to avoid that in my body.
Vince Womack says that is for people that don't have enough money for Starbucks. Their drinks hardly qualify as coffee. Yes, indeed.
That's true.
Vince says I brew coffee by the pot. Since I'm the only coffee drinker in my house, I don't. I do it one cup at a time. When I want a cup of coffee, I make a cup of coffee. Yep. Well, my wife is technically a coffee drinker, but hers is like this much coffee, that much milk, and that much sugar. So it's,
I can drink a pot of coffee by myself in a 1 hour period of time. So
I know a lot of people like that, but
yeah.
I get all wiry, and then it's not a good combo for someone with anxiety.
Way back in the day when I worked for others in the corporate world, we had the Starbucks coffee brewers.
Mm.
So I could like pull out the Sumatra and brew an entire pot of Sumatra and drink
Hell
an
yeah.
entire pot of Sumatra by myself, and I really, really enjoyed that. And then again, when I was the employer of others, I would be like, hey, enjoy your Folgers crystals, everybody.
Right. So what?
But always brewed a pot of coffee at a time. Well, I mean, there's no point in brewing, especially in an office place. I always thought, I'm going to brew like the equivalent of 18 cups of coffee because.
Yeah. Oh, and Vince showing some amazing self-control. He said, I had to reduce myself to a pint of coffee in 90 minutes.
Buddy,
Bro.
yeah, I mean,
At this point, you should go see your doctors about just getting it mainlined.
yeah,
Just,
somebody
just
suggested to me that, I invest in one of these IV companies to like, help me stay healthy. I'm all about it, but if I could get him to like just, mainline a bag of coffee, that'd work.
Vince says, I tried. And he's laughing his ass off. So for some people, coffee's just not the right wake up. Some people need a Bloody Mary.
Oh boy.
Yes, and this one kind of takes it to a whole nother level. This could have been on our last Supersize 2, but, it fits. So it starts out with a nice cut of beef. You just stick it down in the bottom of the cup there. You fill in your Bloody Mary mix that you've already made. Then you lay on some bacon,
Okay, I can get behind that.
some sausage,
I can get behind that.
some bacon-wrapped somethings, and chicken wings and legs, and then a rib, a couple pickles on top. And you have your Bloody Mary to get over any type of hangover you could ever have.
Yeah, I feel like this is not just a drink, it's a meal.
Yeah.
So,
You can eat enough food to get to the alcohol. You won't get too drunk again.
you're fine. This is the anti-hangover Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, if this was a virgin Bloody Mary, I would have this for sure. I would eat this. I would drink that. It would be delicious. And the people would look at me like I'm a monster because I would eat all of that by myself in a single sitting, less than 20 minutes. They'd be like, what is wrong with you?
It seems perfectly wonderful to me.
Yes.
And honestly, it's, the equivalent meat of a Whataburger, which is the other way to get rid of a hangover. So,
Yeah. And then, like the variety of meats, you get various types of fats and proteins out of that.
yeah. And you know what, what I appreciate is the pickles, cause that's just a head nod to good gut health.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it's always good to get some kind of vegetables outside of the main drink itself.
It's vegetable. And again, the juices of the pickle is really good for your stomach. So
Yeah.
pickles are good for you, dude. It's a weird conversation to have, but I love making my own pickles. So
See, and I'm kind of weird because I only like pickles if they're on a burger, like honestly, or they're made into relish. I like pickle relish. That's really tasty. Yeah. Nate D says for coffee, he's down to 3 cups a day. Used to do about 15.
yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the energy drink kids, where I would pound like 4 or 5 Monsters and 2 of those giant ass Jolt colas.
Those are not good for you.
Yeah, no, they were not. They messed me up pretty bad. Snail Messiah says, you're breaking my heart here. Oh, why? Why? It was just a Bloody Mary. It's not that bad. Vince Womack says, that's how Chipmunk died.
Oh,
This
boy.
is the Bloody Mary. And homemade sauerkraut is also pretty good. I do like a good sauerkraut.
That's actually really good for your gut health too. And it's why, fermented cabbages and kimchi stuff from the Orient is also good for your gut health.
Yeah. Have you ever had boba tea or whatever that shit is? The bubble tea,
Yeah.
with the floaty black ball things in it.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
No.
No. So you really
but,
wouldn't like this one, huh?
I've been forcing myself to have chia seeds now.
Chia.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. How was that for a bubble tea? Like,
This
look at
is
that
like,
shit.
yeah, it looks like you're drinking marbles.
I don't know. And like, how do they get so big? You know what? I don't want to know. In honor of Christian Delorme, I'm going to say those are testicles. It looks like spider eyes. Oh, come on.
There you go.
You mean that's not the most appetizing thing you've ever looked at in your life? These giant jiggly balls of what the hell? Like, man, those could just be like over
Nobody ever
ripened
looked at
plums.
nobody ever looked at a jar of gelatinous
Spider balls.
balls and thought, "Hey, let's drink
Right?
that."
Yeah. Ugh. Giant black balls. Should see that shit. That shit looks like something you'd see in a horror movie as a background prop or something. Like, yeah, like you could set those balls up in a paper mache cast or some shit, and it would look exactly like some kind of weird fungus.
Yeah.
You know, you can do some sci-fi fungus with that bubble tea.
You know,
Man.
have kids reach in there like it's a cauldron.
Yeah, and maybe that's a good Halloween thing to do. You know. Snail Messiah says, generally fermented foods are good for you. I will ferment some plants, like hops.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I like to ferment honey.
mead. Yes, honey mead. I remember that from back in the day. I also enjoyed good honey whiskey every once in a while.
By the way, you can make probably one of the most delicious ports by fermenting pomegranates.
Pomegranates.
Yeah, pomegranate makes one of the best dessert wines that you've probably ever had. So the ice vine that I've made, which I've done in a couple of different forms. I've done apple ice vine and pomegranate ice vine. And those are wonderful dessert ports. Here.
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Hail to the lovely Sherry. Hello, my friend.
Hey, hello, dear.
It's fantastic to see you. Snail Messiah says, I think those balls are spheres you make in molecular gastronomy. It's a really fun food to make. Okay. All right. Well, if that giant boba tea bubble thing isn't your speed, maybe something a little smaller, like maybe a little bit of caviar.
There you go.
You know, put some almond milk in there. Yeah, who doesn't love a nice protein-filled caviar milk drink? With a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit more caviar to garnish.
Are you sure that's caviar and not capers?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let's double check, because the lid is around here somewhere. Where did it go? Back it up.
Back it up. I'll take
One more second. All right. Those could be capers. Now that I'm looking at the lid a little closer, those could easily be capers. But still, caper milk? Would you drink that?
No, I'm already at the gross point.
Oh, come on. It's either fish eggs or capers.
And neither of those are yummy.
Well, come on. Not even without almond milk?
No,
it's a lovely vegan alternative.
No. No.
Whipped cream, not so much.
You have to consider how many billions of bees die for stupid things like almond milk.
Bees die for almond milk? I didn't know that. I missed something somewhere.
Yeah,
because bees are vitally important to our ecosystem. And if these almond milk people are killing them, then we need to deal with the almond milk.
Yeah, they're good for one season in the region. There's a rich couple that controls basically a lot of the water in California, and they use it to farm almond trees in places where it's not super great to have them because they take a ton of water, and there's not a lot of water in California. But they have to import the bees, and the beekeepers have to bring in enormous numbers of bee boxes, and billions of bees die per year in the creation of almonds for almond milk. So I know a lot of awful. Useless facts. Yeah,
it's not useless. I mean, what if that's where Comics Division bees went? They stole them and brought them over to California.
They probably did. I mean, it's kind of terrible. They lose entire hives, but that's it's not good. I mean,
It's
I'm not,
not.
and not to mention the fact if you think about what it takes to make almond milk, exactly how many almonds it takes to make 10 ounces of almond milk.
I know, it's crazy.
It's insane.
Like,
I mean,
you know,
first of
I would
all, you're
love to.
milking a nut.
Yeah.
You're pressing a nut.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you right now, ladies, it doesn't sound as sexy as you think it does. I'm just saying. Nut presses are kind of terrifying to gentlemen,
Yes.
but
Very much so.
I'm just telling you, it's no that's not a great way to get things. So
Snail Messiah says, Culture, I have 40 kilograms of honey in my kitchen.
Oh,
Half
sweet.
is light honey, the other half is all dark and full of
propolis
propolis
and
and pollen. I will use both for mead.
Awesome.
I will make a strong colis from whatever fruits to add taste.
There you go. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Nate D says bee mortality rate is 100%. Wow,
Yeah.
that is sad.
It is. It's just absolutely awful. And you need a very substantial queen to replenish the hive, and we're having issues with queen bees right now. So, like I said,
Cause fairly widespread issues.
yeah,
It's not good.
I'm just not a huge. If you guys can't tell, I'm not a huge fan of almonds in Southern California. So.
That's fair.
In this or Central Valley of California, I guess technically. But
All right. So, I know how everyone watching loves super sugary drinks. So, why not take some Coffee Mate dirty soda mix, like an orange cream pop that you would mix with orange crush soda. Keep in mind this is Coffee Mate creamer. And maybe some Dr. Pepper with some coconut lime. Does that sound delicious? Coconut lime creamer in your Dr. Pepper? Or orange cream pop creamer in your crush soda?
if I were going to say the word no, that would be no to the fourth power, probably.
That's a powerful stance.
Yeah, orange cream pop. Look, I mean, I'm a fan of dreamsicles, if you know what those are.
Yeah,
And,
I like those.
Yeah, but Orange Crush, Dr. Pepper, I'm not lined up for that.
Oh, come on. What about coconut lime in your Dr. Pepper? You wouldn't want that?
I would like some lime in my coconut so I can drink it all up.
Yeah. I heard you put the lime in the coconut and you drink it all up.
It's a true story.
Especially if you have a lovely bunch of coconuts
Yeah,
sitting in a row.
there you go. Yeah.
All right, now we're officially done with breakfast. Let's
Ooh.
move on to lunch, shall we?
Oh,
You know it's always a good start when it starts out with a blender
a grinder,
and
yeah.
ramen.
What?
Yeah. You'll see. You put your ramen noodles after you've cooked them into the blender, right? And then you fill it with water. So now it's almost
And the flavor
full.
packet.
And the
Okay.
flavor packet, yep. And then you make sure you blend it nice and smooth so it gets mixed together. All right? And then, of course, you drink it. I could totally understand this if I had a broken jaw, but
No.
no?
No.
Would you say that you would drink this over the hot dog coffee?
This I would drink over the hot dog coffee, but
Okay,
I
so
still wouldn't drink it. Look, I'm going to hit the opt out button at this point. I'm like,
All right.
opt out of the drinkable dinner. Not great.
Nate D says I'd try those straight. He's talking about the coffee creamers, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, maybe if you put vodka in them.
Damn it. Maybe if you put vodka in it, I'd try the orange one. A dreamsicle screwdriver.
There you go.
Snail Messiah says, ramen smoothie.
Ugh.
Yeah. Vince says, only when all my teeth are gone. You don't even need teeth to eat ramen. You could easily gum ramen. All right. Let's be honest.
Ladies drink a lot of gross stuff, so you need to ask the ladies about the ramen thing.
All right. Hey, lovely Sherry, would you drink your ramen like that? Would you rock yourself some yummy ramen smoothie?
We're
Lovely
gonna
Sherry.
rock down to vomit-inducing avenue.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
It looks
look
pretty
at
gross.
that. Oh, yeah.
It looks gross.
I would put some orange food coloring in that and try to sell it, pass it off to somebody as an orange Julius just to get the reaction. Because it's the same consistency as an orange Julius.
I mean, this is not the flavor packet you were looking for.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
You don't love the mystery powder that tastes like whatever?
it's basically a ground up bouillon cube.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. With added garlic, because there's a shitload of garlic in those tiny little packs.
Well, there has to be because there is no flavor to those noodles. Those noodles are like eating a like fresh cardboard. They're not spectacular.
Yep, Nate D says you can easily gum ramen. Yeah. You can raw men. Oh, I'm sorry. It's raw men. Yes, he likes to gum raw men.
Doesn't that sound like you're praying? Or at the end of the prayer? Ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah,
Anyway, TC Burton says Stuart and Linda Resnick is a couple in California.
Thank you. Yes, those are the scumbags with the almond trees.
Okay. Well, give them hell, whoever's out there.
Yeah.
Just go up to them and be like, "Fuck you. The bees need this more than you do," and then leave. Don't do anything beyond that.
They're
Just
super scummy.
You know.
Super scummy, super couple, super wealthy douchebags.
So, have you ever had the energy drinks there, Culture?
Way back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided that my heart health was much more important than
That's fair.
That level of energy.
That is fair.
And I felt like the word guarana was made up.
Guarana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what flavors have you had before?
Oh, dude, I've had like whatever the monsters are. Or
Okay. So you've never had a grape cinnamon caramel energy drink before?
Goodness, no. This is like drinking a White Claw to me. It's like has zero appeal.
Oh, come on. I'll be 100% honest. I've never once in my life gone, you know what'll go really good together? Grapes, cinnamon, and caramel. I've never once had that thought cross my mind. Do you know why? Because they don't go together.
You don't know that. Have you ever had a winter energy drink?
No.
Well, then how would you
know? Common sense. I know the flavor profiles of all three, and they don't go together. Cinnamon and caramel can go together, and like I've had caramel grape, but not the three together. I don't think that flavor profile would fit my palate very well. Honestly.
You just said that you like to have your dark chocolate with a fruit.
Yeah, but that's different.
Okay.
Because you know darn well that it probably doesn't taste like any of the three. And they came up with some random chemical taste that they're all like, you know what? Just call it grape cinnamon caramel. It's an energy drink. It's got B3, B5.
And put a Yeti on the front of it.
Yep. Yeah, gotta put the.
This came straight from Alaska, I swear.
It probably did. I would not be surprised. Those roughnecks up there and stuff are like, man, I need something to get me through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nate D says, guarana is real. You ever drink Balls? Ton of it. Root beer. Balls root beer. Yeah. I'm going to say this, and it's going to get clipped, but I love Balls. I love Balls root beer.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
Ladies complain about that all the time. I'm just saying.
Vince says, Corey likes another kind of fruit.
There you go.
You funny. You always so funny.
You're so funny.
You so funny. All right. So that's probably a no on that. What about Snickers, Twix, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored coffees? Would the chat drink these?
I actually I thought that said Twinks instead of Twix. I was going to be very worried.
Twinks coffee.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. First of all, I don't know. I get worried when I start to see flavors that I'm going to try to figure out how they actually made. That will worry me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the Skittles soda pop. You know?
Yeah.
Wow, Vince says maybe Snickers and Twix. Oh, wow, that surprises me. Usually you guys are pretty standoffish about the sugary sweet drinks like these. Nate D says, I'll go with the Twix. Okay. I would be the brave one and probably try the Cinnamon Toast Crunch just so I could rave about how terrible it is. If it's terrible. If it's good, then I'll be like, you know what?
So understand that I used to make flavored cocktails. Like one of the signature drinks I would make at parties I would host would be martinis. So I've made a Snickers martini with a small piece of a Snickers bar in the bottom and so on and so forth. So I can understand how you would get to that flavor profile. Right, Godiva chocolate and all the other things that you can
I've had
to get there.
I've had some pretty good Dutch chocolate blend coffees.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's this part that really, like TZ Burton says. He says I would before I learned our food isn't actually food, artificially flavored.
Yeah, well, see Twix. I think in order to get to that cardboard taste, you would have to actually filter it with cardboard. And
That's
you'd
fair.
have to leave it like dusty, like you could never dust or clean the cardboard. Just have to constantly run over it. So. Man, I can't believe we're only at lunch. This is bad.
Oh, we're moving on now.
Okay.
Because that was to get you over the 2 p.m. slump, and now we're moving on to if you have time for dessert. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a heavy dessert. But, most people could get behind it. That's beef broth, by the way. Au jus sauce, if I'm being more accurate.
Au jus?
Yeah, au jus. And then, so it's like a French dip milkshake to top off your lunch. It's got a little bit of, yeah.
No.
I think we have culture's definitive answer on that. Not even with the slices of lime in there to give it a little zest.
No.
Come on, guys. No. Would you guys? What about you, chat? Would you have this? It's just some ice cream. It's ice cream with some au jus sauce. Yeah, and then of course the beef. Gotta love that. Tasty, tasty. Doesn't everybody love the beef milkshake? Yeah, I am curious as to what exactly was like. What did they put on the outside of the glass? That white stuff. Is that Brahma bull milk? That's bull's milk.
This is the WNBA of milkshakes.
Oh, come on. This is way more interesting than the WNBA. Vince says, ew, quite chunky. Pass. Well, come on. Nate D says, nobody is actually eating this. They put it on the internet for views. Yes, it's rage bait, but the question is, how many people actually went and got that? I bet you there's some people that went out and reviewed these things, bro. And they're actually selling this crap because that's how delusional some people are about their cooking skills. They think that this is the greatest thing in the history of ever. Like, no, that's not what I wanted. I told you to go with 2 times speed. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Tasty. They'd have to pay me to try that. Like, honestly, they'd literally have to pay me like Anthony Bourdain level money to try that single milkshake.
That's retirement money to me right there.
Yeah. You'll need it to cover the medical bills that thing could give you too.
Well, yeah, and I can't even believe how much this medical thing is costing me.
Yeah. I know what you mean, bro. I really do. Snail Messiah says it's just show it to Heston Blumenthal, the chef who has the fat duck. He'll make it delicious. Nice. Nate D says $50. No. No, for me to try something like that, we're talking your average Joe would not be able to afford to pay me that. Honestly. Like, buy my son a new car level money on trying that milkshake. Yeah. But we could always do like a nice like root beer float. Right? Everybody loves a root beer float. At least I think that's root beer. It might be more coffee. I don't know. Could be a coffee float. Yeah. Coffee float. I have noticed recently that this gigantic thing of ice has become common and somewhat popular. Oh, I get it. Nate D says I'd probably do it for $50. Of course you would. Of course you would, because $50 is $50, right?
I think that's comics is saying.
Yes, it is. But he's cheap. He'd go for 20. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our perfect example of wasting space and time. In every way, shape, and form.
Wow.
And it says, I think it's a coffee float.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, let's move on to some cocktails.
Okay.
You'll love this one. It's called the casserole.
I hate casseroles. Everybody got angry with me because I was like, didn't like casserole.
You start with gin, you go with some vodka, and then some cream of mushroom soup.
Oh, dude, nobody buys Campbell's now.
And then you drop that bitch right in there, throw some ice in there, shake it up nice and well, and then you have your casserole cocktail garnished with a nice green bean and an onion. The thirsty gals love their big glasses of white juice. You mean you wouldn't serve this at a cocktail party?
No.
Why not?
I mean, that's like giving everybody like a fancy glass of clam chowder. No, thank you. Yeah.
But it's got booze in it.
Yeah, lots of booze. People are booing it. I can hear them from here. Boo. Yeah. No.
Vince says, I think CC needs a bucket soon.
Yeah. This
Maybe.
is not good.
Oh, come on. It's just a cream of mushroom soup.
First of all,
martini.
It's Campbell's. Campbell's does not have a good reputation at the moment.
So I heard.
Food for poor people. That's the drink for poor people.
I think this is the drink for poor people.
Ugh.
This is a 4-pack of pickle spritzers. Who doesn't love a pickle-flavored spritzer? You said you like pickles?
I do. I just can't imagine them being an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, come on. Pickle your liver with a pickle spritzer. No? It's super tasty, though, right?
Yeah, at least they went with Clausen. I mean, they're going to be kosher spritzers.
Well, okay, so maybe not on the pickle spritzers, but what about pickle milk? Dill pickle flavored milk, otherwise called pilk. No, nobody's down on these pickle flavored things, bro.
How do you? First of all, think about what it takes to milk a pickle.
Yeah, I know what it takes to milk a pickle. Trust me. Snail says, dare I say, Pickle Rick. It's just pilk. It's pickle milk, man. Tasty. Well, you can wash that down with the presidential pack of Moosehead. Moosehead Lager is selling a crate of 1,461 cans of beer for a whopping $3,500.
Moosehead is a beer that makes Bud Light seem like it tastes good. So it's not
Mm, that's high
it's always
praise. Wow.
Moosehead is like spoiled beer. It's like Heineken.
So that's a no on the Moosehead. Wow. Nobody's taking up these wonderful. Okay, I got it. How about a liquid candy IPA topped with Lucky Charms?
That's not ever going to be magically delicious.
Sure. After you've had 15 or 16 shots of Everclear, you can down one of these no problem.
Liquid candy IPA.
Yeah.
What is it, like a lemon head?
Possibly.
What does it taste like? See, I need more information on this one before I render judgment.
No, I don't. That's a huge no. Gross. But then again, even back when I was a drinker, I was not an IPA guy. I did not really care for that. Snail Messiah says, you send it to a president you don't like. They can have the president send it to people he doesn't like. That'd be funny.
Yeah, send it to Clinton.
Yeah, lots of it. Nate D says, Heineken is skunked.
Obama would seems like an IPA kind of a guy.
Yeah.
He loves the Indian Pale Ales.
Snail Messiah says, could work, but my diabetes would say no.
There you go.
Man, can't you convince it to let it go once? All right. We have a very important question now. And it's posed by the person who posted this picture. Would you drink snake wine? And in case you need other examples, would you drink snake wine or snake tequila?
I've had a worm in my tequila.
That's a millipede, and that one's a scorpion. But still.
I'm not down with bugs or animals in my food.
No? Why not?
I just think that's a problem.
Where's your progressive mindset, my friend?
I'm trying to remember what the mescal was the thing with the worm in it that was messed up.
Yes, indeed.
And I first of all, they try to get you in the tourist towns in the Southwest with like popsicles that are like have scorpions embedded and crap in it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, unsubscribe from that.
Really?
Nothing they're offering you is particularly healthy or hygienic. And
this is very true.
I would not. I mean, the snake. If the snake's in there, did they kill it ahead of time? You know, did it relieve itself as part of the process of the death, which is one of the natural body processes when things die, including you? Or did they drown it and then it died in there?
Like that one
how
bird
much?
dish from
Yeah,
France.
I'm just gonna say no.
No. Yeah, Snail Messiah says, wine for the don't tread on me crowd. Nate D says, hell to the nah. I had a tequila worm once. I threw up. Might have been because I had to drink the whole bottle to get to it. No, that is a very strong possibility, sir.
Mescal's not exactly easy on you at all.
That's true. None of it really is. Yeah. TZ Burton says they used to drink Moosehead beer as teenagers. Yeah, mine was the Old Mill. Yeah. It wasn't. I never
Red
had
Dog
much, or the Pit Bulls. The Pit Bulls
Red
also.
Dog, Lucky Lager. I mean, there's a lot of garbage.
Yeah, lots
we
and
drank.
lots.
Yeah.
He says that's the part they leave out from cop shows.
Natty
Besides
Ice.
7, maybe.
Yeah.
So this next one is actually geared towards Brahma. I don't know if he would really go for it or not, but it's an old fashioned with filet mignon in it. That flavor profile might not actually be too bad. But would you want giant chunks of filet mignon in your old fashioned? I'm going to assume that's a huge no. And what is that? I don't know what that is. Is that a fatty piece of meat that's just squished up against the glass, or is that a slug?
It looks like a filet mignon, maybe.
But hey, would you have an old fashioned with filet mignon in it?
I don't know. It depends on how it was prepared.
That's fair. I would not mind some whiskey.
Dude, I'm about to have dinner,
steaks.
so I may have to cut out of here because, I don't need to feel like I'm going to yak before I have supper.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Well, we're almost done.
Oof.
Yeah, for the cheaper crowd out there, you could always go with Arby's Curly Fry Vodka. Snail Messiah says, what is wrong with people? Snail Messiah says, what is wrong with people? And I say, we don't have time to discuss that right now.
Yeah, that's a very long, hard subject.
It's curly fry vodka.
Isn't it just like peanut oil flavored booze?
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, like, are you going to put like flaky bits of potato in there? I mean, what are you doing exactly? I mean, undercooked or overcooked little flaky bits of potato.
Right. And, like, I will admit Arby's has some very unique flavor to their curly fries, but I feel like most of that is from how dirty their fryer is all the time.
Yeah.
So, is that what they did here? Is they were like, scrape the fryer and put it in this vat of vodka?
I don't know. I always feel like anything Arby flavors is going to taste like the WNBA.
Yeah. Come back on you twice as hard, though. Vince Womack says, maybe if the old-fashioned was injected into the filet mignon.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
I would get down behind that if it cooked properly. Nate D says, what the drink? Yeah. So I'm assuming, just assuming that Nate D would not have the curly fried vodka. TZ Burton says no to the Arby vodka. Hail to the toxic man flu once more.
What kind of like, what would be the pairing here?
With the curly fried vodka?
Yeah.
I'd say classic beef and cheddar. And maybe you'd get some Taco John's.
Or maybe like a bacon martini.
Bacon martini, yeah, you could do that. I have seen those. Why didn't I grab one of those for this show? I found one of those recently, actually. I was like, nah, I have enough. I should have gone with the bacon martini.
Bacon martinis aren't bad.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah, of course I prefer peppered bacon.
Oh, I love peppered bacon.
Yeah.
Toxic Man Flu says, who's the guy with the beard? Vince says, Papa Smurf?
I'm editing a video for tomorrow too. I'm trying to be productive, and Corey distracted me with his food show. So
sometimes it's nice to get a distraction.
Yeah, I had to show up for the food show.
We only have like 2 or 3 more, and they're more honorable mentions than anything because I don't think any sane person would ever touch them. But yeah, so. Toxic Man Flu says, Arby's vodka by the 6th shot, taste doesn't matter. Yeah, you're probably right. It is, it's 40% by volume. So, Nate D says, don't drink liquor no more, but wouldn't when I did. Yeah, that's fair.
There you go.
And TZ Burton speaks the universal truth. Bacon goes with everything.
True.
Yes,
I'm going to tell you, peppered bacon is amazing when you dip it in Hershey's chocolate. syrup.
I have never thought of that before. I love candied bacon.
Candied bacon is
Like, I
incredible.
love
But if you
doing-
take peppered bacon, cover it in first of all, get out a sheet of wax paper, but cover it in Hershey's chocolate syrup and put it in the freezer and then you chill it. It's delicious. It's
The way I like to do my candied bacon is I will take peppered bacon or apple smoked bacon, depending on which flavor profile I'm going with, and then I will cover it in either honey or maple syrup, and then I will sprinkle some cayenne on it, and then I will bake it, and then I'll put it in the fridge and then it'll caramelize, and then
you are actually doing yourself a huge health benefit. This is something everybody should know. Did you know that cayenne pepper will actually kill human infecting parasites?
I did.
So
And I love it.
Cayenne is remarkable at keeping you healthy. So I recommend cayenne pepper on a lot of things, including steak. Light dusting.
Cayenne pepper and turmeric.
Yeah,
Both
turmeric
very
is
good.
fantastic, along with cumin. If
Yes.
cumin, turmeric, and cayenne is a great mixture for a steak on one side of a steak. It's very good.
Tiny bit of onion powder, just to give it a nice little hint. Super tasty. And then, of course, some people might go with a little bit of garlic. Hopefully not as much as my friend does. He's one of those guys that will take like 5 cloves of garlic, smash them, and then put them on a sandwich. And I'm like, whoa.
Well, it's incredibly healthy. I mean, it's very
might
good,
be healthy
very
for you, but
very
bro,
good for your blood. But
How he gets dates is beyond me.
yeah, but I like instead of doing all of that, garlic powder is my friend.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would prefer the garlic powder over the cloves.
And I do a lot, like when I'm doing like roasted potatoes. I gave my famous roasted purple potato recipe today over on WDW Pro Show, and for that I use minced garlic or pressed garlic. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice. Pressed garlic does bring out the flavor quite well.
5 cloves of pressed garlic, along with a tablespoon of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, smoked paprika, and you kind of make sure you shake your quartered potatoes, thoroughly in a bowl so that everything gets coated and not clumped together, and then you roast them for about 20 to 25 minutes at about 400.
Hell yeah.
It's good stuff.
Hell yeah. Vince
Build those stem cells, baby.
get healthy. Vince says, I still have to try bacon with a smoked paprika rub.
Smoked paprika
good.
is delicious.
That is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
For real. TZ Burton says, I put pepper in my coffee. He says, I put cayenne pepper in my coffee.
There you go.
Nice. Toxic Man Flu says, that's why Indians use so much spice in their slop.
Well, I mean, cumin.
The more you know.
The palate in Indian cuisine, curry. I used to make a specialty called curry pork chops. Curry powder, I'm a huge fan of. It is incredibly healthy for your digestion, but literally will set your asshole on fire.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Yeah, don't overdo that shit. Vince Womack says, nearly sounds like aglio e olio. Okay, I don't know what that is. And I probably butchered the pronunciation anyway. TC Burton says, you guys know we're talking about gross food.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Speaking of which, we're going to do a throwback to Campbell's. And their beef broth on ice, soup on the rocks. It says, cool off with Campbell's beef broth. Take it straight from the can or onto the ice. Try it with a dash of Worcestershire or lemon garnish. You can even add your own thing. It's a great way to cool off on a hot day on land or sea. As a matter of fact, don't even wait for a real hot day. Start pouring now. Would you just pour Campbell's beef broth over ice and drink it?
This would never occur to me.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean, this would be like the strangest Bloody Mary you've ever seen.
Toxic Man Flu says, I'd do that. That's fair. Okay. There's always
By the way, this is food for poor people. So
Yeah, that's why I like it so much.
Yeah. And again, I mean, it's beef bouillon.
Aglio e olio is garlic and olive oil. That makes more sense now. It makes more sense.
Yeah. Aioli is, I love to make a fresh aioli, especially for adding to butter and adding to steak. You can add a nice aioli to high quality steak. Anyway.
TZ Burton says your boot hole has methane, so if you light it on fire, you have a butt torch. Thank you, sir. And that's when Toxic Man Flu says, I'd do that. So apparently he was responding to TZ Burton.
Oh.
He said he would make a butt torch. That's the new assumption I'm making there. Yeah.
Okay, then.
So then there's this one. This is beef broth frisky sour. It's 2 cans of chilled beef broth with ice water, fresh lemon juice. Shake and enjoy. Now. Tasty. Oh, and he's confirming yes, the butt torch. Okay.
This might be the second grossest thing we've talked about. This is
Aw.
not
That
good
makes
for
me
you.
sad because, I mean, there was a lot of gross stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have a clam chowder cocktail, so that was disappointing.
Yeah, instead we went with the cream of mushroom. Yeah. But, we could always go with the Heinz tomato ketchup smoothie. And for those of you wondering, yes, this is a real thing. It was Smoothie King franchises this year came out with a tomato ketchup smoothie. And everybody knows that's the perfect way to finish up your day with a tomato ketchup smoothie.
Dude, I could freshly harvest tomatoes and make a nice drink out of them. I would never do this. First of all, ketchup. Come on now.
You don't love ketchup more than anything else in the world?
Dude, do you know how many paste tomatoes it takes to make a high quality ketchup?
No, I don't actually.
And here's the weird thing. There's not a lot of water in a paste tomato. That's why they make paste. That's why they're really good for making like pizza sauces and marinadas and stuff like that. So they're not like, like cherry tomatoes or whatever. So just, ugh.
Snail Messiah says, this stream is why we don't get visited by aliens anymore.
Yeah.
Toxic Man Flu says, I love ketchup, but that's gross.
Yes.
And TZ Burton says, you get the clams from Sherry's Clam Shack.
That's true.
It's the only place to get ethically sourced clam.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, so that actually concludes What the Food Bottoms Up.
Oh, wow.
If that didn't do it for you folks, to get your appetite going, then nothing will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing at all will ever get you hungry. If
I
that
have to
didn't
go
do it
eat
for you.
supper now.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks
as
for
I
that.
always say, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch this while you're having food or getting ready to eat, you made a poor life choice. I ate a quadruple cheeseburger with bacon and full fixings before I came on the show.
I'm not allowed to eat that.
I'm sorry. I'll eat another one for you after. Well, no, I'll go cook myself my 1.5 pound pepperoni pizza instead. So, and I'll think of you while I eat it. Yeah.
But I'm going to have purple potatoes for dinner tonight.
Oh, nice. I really do want to try those.
They're delicious, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Vince
I'll
Wellman says,
send
good
you
luck trying to eat something now.
Yeah, I'll send you a good quality recipe. In fact, that's going to be one of the things I do on the garden channel is I'm going to tell you how to grow the stuff that you should be growing so you eat better than going to the grocery store. And 2, I'm going to give you recipes for how to cook the things.
I've been trying to figure out a way to do cooking with Corey as well.
You should.
My kitchen is big enough and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a matter of like figuring out the lighting in my kitchen because I don't like the fluorescent overheads that are in there. So we have a bunch of lamps and stuff that we use instead. But
believe it or not, the LED light bulbs that you can source from Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, they make adequate replacements for the fluorescents.
Okay.
And it might be worth just replacing the fluorescent. If you have a fluorescent head stack or something in there, it might be worth looking at the fixture to replace it. because even basic level track lighting that you can pick up at like Rehome or Restore or whatever.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the home the
Oh man, there's one out here in
home places.
Colorado
Yeah.
that I love to go to. It's called Bud's Warehouse.
Yeah.
And it literally all the leftover stuff from the
Yeah.
construction sites that's still in good shape
Boom.
go to this place
Yeah, it's
and you
amazing.
can buy them. And like they had an old school, and I shit you not, it was police box, like TARDIS blue
Nice.
phone booth
Yeah.
in there, and it was apparently removed from one of the last pubs that they got rid of in Denver. And like thing was gorgeous, but I had no way of getting it home, so I obviously didn't take it.
No, but you can get all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
like that, and that's a great place to get. Like a place like that's a great place to get like kitchen stuff for
Yeah.
like a high quality kitchen, high end kitchen that you can't afford to go get at a kitchen store because they're
Yeah.
like $11 billion. So, but a lot of the light fixtures and stuff, is a great
and I
place
have-
to source
And I
them.
have some pretty good electricians out here, so
Yeah,
that wouldn't be too bad to switch out.
I think you'd be surprised how easy it is to swap fluorescent fixtures out for because
I'm
of
just
the
not
the
very
ballast
good with
stuff.
electricity.
Oh.
I get electrocuted by everything.
oh
Yeah, they almost had to call the ambulance for me one time while I was working at the theater because I was moving the butter dispenser and it had an exposed wire on the back to the wire heating frame or the metal heating frame, and I grabbed it and it was like, I was like, okay, and I sat there for a little bit. They're all like, do you need us to call an ambulance? I'm like, I just need a minute,
yeah.
okay? Like my consciousness is slowly returning. Just chill.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I did that with a 220 of an oven, and that sent me to lovely nap time.
Yeah, yeah.
not
It's
great.
always great fun.
Yeah, let's not do that. But anyway, speaking of lovely nap time, thank you for having me. I
Hell yeah,
appreciate
thank you
it.
for being here, bro. It's great to have you on the channel, and it's great to see that you're improving and getting better. And
Yeah,
I look forward to your
day.
return to the other shows as well.
Me
Just
too.
take it easy, take a little bit at a time. Let's see. He said, Vince Womack says, don't forget to twerk like cooking with Kaya. Me twerking? I don't even have an ass, bro. Anyway, Toxic Man Flu says, is the garden building channel called Thank You for Your Attention to My Manure Shed?
No, but that would be kind of funny. I think I'm going to call it cultured gardening or something.
Culture grows.
Yeah, we'll see. Culture builds. Culture builds is actually going to get some renewed action because I'm going to show
Nice.
building a new greenhouse. I'm gonna build another 1,800 square foot greenhouse this spring. So,
Nice. You could use the culture builds to do how to build the greenhouse, and then you
Yeah.
can use your gardening channel to show how what you grow in the greenhouse,
Yeah.
and then you can use another recipe cooking
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know,
yeah, and promote my
it's
friends.
The real
I've-
question,
Yeah.
the real question for you, sir, is
Yeah.
whether or not you would give the mandated, obligatory life story before every recipe.
I can talk about where the recipe came from.
Well,
I
I'll
mean,
tell you,
'cause
as a budding chef, I hate that.
No, I mean, for me, I mean, most of the stuff is sourced from my family. The family dishes are,
Yeah.
this was something my grandma made, and this is how it was done, and here's how you do it. So, I want my recipes to be about 5 minutes long, and I want the video to be no longer than the recipe. So, I don't want to waste people's time. I want a 10 or 11 minute video that shows you how to make great food, and I want to show you how to grow it in the first place. So, that's the goal. That's what I
I would
want.
absolutely watch that because I always love finding new recipes and getting growing tips and stuff like that on because my wife and I are talking about growing our own paste tomatoes and then starting some
Yeah. Best type, and it'll survive the colder weather or the cooler weather if you have a small protected area. You can get at least one season out of Amish paste tomatoes. Amish paste are
yeah,
some of the best,
that's what we're shooting to grow.
and they're also obviously a legendary tomato.
Hell yeah.
They're very good. They often call these types of tomatoes heirlooms.
The heirloom tomatoes are fantastic. Snail Messiah says, thank you for the stream. Thank you for
bet.
being here. Hail to the snail. Thank you to the entire chat, Toxic Man Flu, Vince,
Yeah.
TZ Burton,
Sherry.
and of course Sherry, and my friend Christian Delorme, who's probably listening right now and not actively watching. Yes, check out Vinyl Revival. It's fantastic. I think the next one we're doing is on Judas Priest. So, yeah, unless I'm misremembering, that should be the next one. And then Vince Womack says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great day. Would you like to pitch anything there, Culture?
No, I check out Culture Casino channel. Main channel will be dropping a new video tomorrow. We're going to talk about the MCU being eliminated by the end game in a big way. That's actually part of the plan is to the ladies. So it'll be a good time.
Well, all right. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to Culture Casino. You got to push those numbers up, make them huge.
Yeah,
And,
making me huge. I mean, that's already a done thing. But getting to 50K, that'd be great. It'd be a lot of fun.
Get them to 50K. As for me, ladies and gentlemen, I will be doing some First Descendant streaming tonight. It will be a very late night / early morning stream for most people, but for all of you friends over there on the other side of the world, it's perfect time for you to wake up and watch me play some video games. I hope to see Nemo and our other friend that my brain just blanked the name on very soon. They're our friends from Sweden that we met last time we played. They helped me power level my character to a ridiculous level, so I look forward to just running around and slaying. And then, of course, Thursday, we'll be on Thursday Night Throwdown. So catch us there, be there. I love you guys. Stay sexy, don't get murdered. And as always, I forgot to push the damn button again. This is what I do every damn time. As always, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful time.
Not the correct way to eat a cinnamon in a row.
Yo, what the food is that? What am I looking at? It looks like a double douche was dropped inside your mac and cheese dishes. Please don't be putting all those beans on my pizza and lasagna. Got me begging on my knees. Yo, what the food is that? A deep fried heart attack. Type 2 diabetes on a stick with candy coated double chin setting in. What you gonna do when your poor little cankles can no longer support you? Smells like cholesterol and shame up in here. Man, it's rancid. Is that boiled pig feet? I'm gonna be sick. Yo, what the food is wrong with you? Just tell me why you do the things you do, like coating chicken wings in purple goo and turning perfect meat into a nightmare straight from Lovecraft. The cheese-covered Swiss rolls will fuse to your back fat. Yeah, what the food? Tell me what you gonna do. Are you gonna eat the pizza with the special toppings too? Yes, it's been revealed and it turned into a spectacle. Now don't start tripping, it's just a juicy testicle. What the food is that? A frosted coated glass. What the food am I supposed to do with something that's as dumb as that? Wait a minute, now I see it. This is just a waste of space. Take a step back and get your salmon vodka out my face. You can't tell me people actually eat this. It's gotta be illegal. What even is that? Ugh. Oh, what the food? What did I just walk into? Chocolate emerald pickles with a heaping side of fragrant grue, coupled with the texture of the double sardine chocolate bread. Kinda makes me wish that this morning I had woke up dead. Can you even classify that as food? Isn't poisoning someone for internet fame illegal? What the food, man?